Sexy Russian spy Anna Chapman has been pictured stripping off on a luxury Thai holiday, while the double agent she was swapped with in a freedom deal fights for his life. Seductive pictures of the 36-year-old ex-spy sunning herself in Phuket have emerged in the hours since Sergei Skripal was allegedly poisoned in Salisbury shopping center. Dubbed as Russia's most glamorous secret agent, Anna Chapman was one of 10 Russian spies exchanged for Sergei Skripal as part of the Russian-US prisoner swap in 2010. Retired spy Skripal had kept a low profile for the last 8 years, but the 66-year-old is now fighting for his life in hospital after reportedly being poisoned. The GRU agent and a woman, believed to be his daughter, are both critically ill in a Wiltshire hospital as police investigate an unidentified substance. After spying for Britain, Skripal was found guilty for high treason in the form of espionage in 2006, and only escaped a prison sentence through the high-profile spy swap. What we know so far, Skripal's quiet retirement in Salisbury appeared to end dramatically yesterday as the suspected poisoning sparked fears of a Kremlin-backed hit. But Chapman, whose British passport has now been revoked, appeared completely unconcerned by the revelations as she posted photos from her break in Thailand. The Instagram pictures showing her lazing in a sumptuous jacuzzi villa complex and lazing on Phuket's tropical Ra'a beach are not the first photos Chapman has used to mock the West. Hailed a national hero on her arrival back to Russia in 2010, the pin-up secret agent posed in black lacy lingerie armed with a handgun for the cover of men's magazine Maxim months after her release. The spook's links to the West began aged 19 during her time as an economics student at Moscow University. Chapman, who was born Anna Kushchenko but retains her married name, traveled to London during her summer holidays when she met public schoolboy Alex Chapman at an underground rave party in London's Docklands. The former Kremlin spy became a British citizen after marrying Alex in 2002. They divorced 4 years later. Months after their wedding, Alex was visited by security service officer at his home in Bournemouth to question him on his ex-wife's arrest in America. MI5 wanted to know whether the red-haired Russian, who was also the daughter of a former KGB agent, could have been recruited in Britain, or even spied on the country while she lived in London. Chapman was once ordered by the Kremlin to seduce whistleblower Edward Snowden. She infamously proposed to him on Twitter in 2013 as part of a ruse to keep him in Moscow following his high-profile defection from America. As a spy, Chapman was part of the illegals program, what the U.S. called a network of Russian sleeper agents embedded in the country to spy on the FBI. Once retired, the glamorous enigma went to present a weekly show on Russian TV, worked as a model and was later employed by the Russian government as head of youth council. She gave birth to her first child in 2016 but would not reveal the father's identity. The social media lover is also an Instagram celebrity, boasting more than 100,000 followers. While Chapman appears blissfully unconcerned, Skripal's alleged poisoning has prompted comparisons with Litvinenko's death. In November 2006, former Russian spy Alexander Litvinenko was killed by radioactive polonium-210 after it emerged he was being paid by MI6. The 43-year-old had been an officer with the Federal Security Service, FSB, but later fled to Britain where he became a fierce critic of the Kremlin. A public inquiry concluded in 2016 that the killing of Mr. Litvinenko, an outspoken critic of Vladimir Putin, had probably been carried out with the approval of the Russian president. We pay for your stories. Do you have a story for the Sun online news team? Email us at tips@thesun.com.